Welcome back to the Trust No One podcast. We got B Money here, McGurkin, Fink, and Mitch. And we got a special guest today, Chrissy Kramer. Chrissy Kramer Riffle.
Riffle!
You'll always be Chrissy Kramer to me, Chrissy.
You will always be, yeah.
You'll always be, yeah.
So today we are covering the Challenge 41, episode 4, Vets vs. New Threats. And I think this is an episode we all can be kind of happy about because we get to see our least favorite challenger go home. Everybody want to flip off Johnny Bananas real quick? Fuck you, Bananas.
Fuck you,
bitch.
Bananas.
And you know what Johnny Bananas is saying
What?
right now? Told you'd be talking about me.
Yeah. That's exactly what his ass is saying right now.
I mean, and in that regards, Mitch, he'd probably be like, yeah, I'm the reason why it's number 10 on the Amazon list this week.
And then
Yeah.
I would remind him, no, it was a single episode purchase because everyone wanted to watch you get your ass beat.
And either way,
I mean,
you paid for his ass.
that was actually the response from most people that were haters. They were like, oh yeah, we all wanted to watch you lose.
Yep.
So this was the first episode a lot of people tuned in this season is just to watch him lose. And man, did we really watch him lose. The first time he's ever sent himself into an elimination by losing. Every decision he made this episode was the wrong decision. It was just fun to watch.
Was it?
Definitely nothing classic Bananas about it, except for his assholeness.
So we start the episode off. Johnny comes back and he's got no skin on his back though. So last week Nia went home because she got an injury, and then Johnny Bananas walked away scot-free, or so he thought, and was feeling real good about himself walking back into that house, but he wouldn't be a couple of days later. And CT had a confessional here where he talks about how a lot of Bananas he was showing off in front of the rookies and trying to make them feel threatened, but a lot of the vets have problems with Bananas and have issues. So while he's got a lot of good friends on the vet side, he's also got a lot of enemies there too. So important to note, including CT. CT and him might have come a long way from where they used to be, but CT doesn't like the guy much.
They're not homies.
No, they both realized that they needed each other for their careers to go this long because they've been battling head to head for so long. But
Yeah. And not for nothing, after you know for somebody for so long, you're like, that's just them. Like, I'm over it. I'm over being mad about whatever annoying shit that they do. I'm expecting it at this point. So, yep, there they go, being them.
And during DM's battle with cancer, Johnny was there for her a lot. He lived close by and would stop by to bring her stuff and help her out. And CT knows that. And since that all went down,
that definitely means a lot to him.
Yeah, it softened him up towards Bananas quite a bit.
It's like, all right, you're a douche, but you're not a bad. You could be good,
Right. You have but in exactly, he knows that he can be a good guy when
he needs to be.
When he needs to be, when it's
Just plays a
rightful. But he also doesn't trust him because he knows how he has been.
Yeah, and I wouldn't trust Bananas either. You'd be dumb to trust the guy, but
Trust no one, especially Bananas.
And then we had one of my favorite things, CT intimidation montage. It was a quick one, but I like them letting everybody know who CT used to be.
That full-on drill sergeant one was my favorite.
Yeah. What?
When he gets in wet face, what are you gonna do?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Not a damn thing. That's what I'm gonna do.
In your face. That was one of my favorite, my favorite enemies. But then it was also my favorite couple to become friends. I like that they're friends now. That drama between him and those two is always fun to look. Ooh.
Then we got Skies Out, Thighs Out. This was one of my favorite parts of the episode.
Thumbs up, thumbs out.
Hold on, Fink's got something to say.
I am a full-blown lesbian, but CT has a real nice tushy.
He's dragging that wagon. We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
big
got
old
some junk in
dumper.
that trunk.
And now he's getting ripped
Damn
again,
girl.
so he'll
Yeah.
have in a bigger butt.
Oh yeah, he's his Instagram pictures, his draw lines back in action. These challengers should be worried about because if he keeps it up for the next 6 months, they're in trouble. But I love this scene with Turbos and Banana. Just like them having fun stuff. I like that part. I like that the editors put this in there. It's just something,
Yeah, I like it also. It shows.
But yeah, that sun's out.
character.
Yeah, and they're not always gaming. They're they're there to have a good time too. They're also hanging out, and even though there's bad blood at times, they're also joking around, busting balls.
No, it's game.
But nobody's there on vacation, which is important to the other cast members. Like, they don't like people treating it like a vacation.
No, and there are, especially the older cast members, there were a lot of them that used to come on specifically to use this as a vacation. Like, they weren't doing anything ahead of time to, put themselves in a spot to win.
Mentally, physically.
Yeah, I mean, mainly physically. Like, when it used to be like half the cast would train really hard, and then the other half of the cast they would all call layups because these people weren't in training. And how are they going to compete on that level? Most of them can't,
Yeah.
unless you're already coming in pretty jacked.
Right.
So then we've got the daily elimination after our Suns Out, Buns Out, and this was boring to watch. But I like these kind of eliminations, and I feel like if I was in this, I would have killed it.
There was so much drama, though. I mean, not so much, but there was a little bit of drama. There's
What drama?
What, prior
we
to
had
the
we had
elimination?
we had Ashley and
The arguments during.
Leo. Man, that was rough. That was rough to watch.
Yeah, and that was in a Heat 1. So before we hop into the Heats, though, the whole challenge was it was basically a maze made with shipping containers, and they broke it down into 2 heats, 7 teams in each heat, and the teams all started at the beginning of the maze and had to run into it until they found a Sudoku board. The Sudoku boards that were further into the maze were supposedly harder than the ones that were closer to the beginning. Or sorry, I have that backwards. The ones further in were easier. The ones further out were harder.
Because they tricked him. I think they tricked him.
Do you want me to open it for you?
So the challenge itself, they run through the maze, find a Sudoku board, and solve it, and then run back. So in Heat 1, we've got 7 teams, and before the Heats actually start, America gets a free 2 points from her quote-unquote elimination win against Nia,
Right.
even though we know Nia went home for an injury. But good for her. Free points. Free points.
Isn't that her getting on the board for the first time?
I'm not sure. They don't show that board enough.
They
No.
don't show that board enough.
Because I would like to see a picture of the whole thing just to see where people are at. But they
Right. Even if it's
tend
a
to show
ticker
like a
on the-
zoomed in version here and there.
It's like
Right. Give
snippets.
me a ticker
so
on,
fat.
on the screen.
Yeah, something. Just at a point in the episode where I can pause and like take a screenshot or something so we can see where people are at would be
They
nice.
don't want us to know.
That's what it
Yeah.
seems like. It seems like they don't
No,
want us
agreed.
to know where people are
Especially
at.
even if it's like
want
I'm
to
like,
keep us
what kind of
guessing.
shady shit do you do down the road that you're hiding this from us?
right.
Strange. So yeah, we're divided into 2 heats here with 7 teams each, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
First heat, we've got Olivia and Jeremy, Aviv and Justin, CT and Adrienne, Izzy and Derek, Jay and Leroy, Ashley and Leo, and then Anissa and Will. And yet again, I can't tell the difference between Will and Jake unless they speak.
I called Jake James initially. No, like tonight, like episode 4, I wrote his name down as Jake or James initially, or his name is Jake, but he looks like Will. Will, Jake, and James are all from State Farm. They all look the same.
Right.
Once they talk, I can tell them apart because Jake's English and Will
Accent,
is
yeah.
American. But it just reminds me of that scene in The Office. Like,
They were
These two people-
separated at birth. One said,
oh,
yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Parent Trap.
So anyway, in the first heat, the first challengers to their board is CT and Adrian, and they get a puzzle.
Yeah, and let's talk about these puzzles' difficulty level. Every goddamn one of these was easy. They were half filled out to begin with.
Yeah.
Everyone I looked at, I was like, I could have this solved in 2 minutes flat. If you
Damn.
play a Sudoku app on your phone, like these are the easy ones to do, like super easy. You fly through this. The thing
Okay.
that would slow me down would just be like the magnetic pieces instead of being able to write the numbers down real fast. Like,
Right.
hardest part about that was sorting the numbers to me anyway.
Well, I think they gave the teams plenty of extra numbers, so you could just go all willy nilly with them in that
Yeah.
from that bag.
Yeah, and I get it. Some people are not good with Sudoku.
I would be the numbers person where I just handed you the number when you were ready.
That you asked for.
Yeah, you'd be the perfect partner. I'd be like, do not say words, just give me
Perfect.
numbers.
Right.
And
Mitch,
I
would
do
do the same
agree
exact
to an
thing.
extent. Like having one person take the lead on the puzzle and the
Yeah.
other one organize is the way to go in this puzzle. Because if you have 2 people solving at the same time and one makes a mistake, The other one is not going to know where they made the mistake if they're not paying
Right.
attention to every single move.
Like for team, I don't know if it was Heat 1 or Heat 2 that they ended up taking off every single number.
That was Bananas.
Because it was easier to start from the
There's a
beginning.
couple
Well-
people that did it, but it
True.
didn't.
And
do it
the
last
second
minute.
Heat did spectacularly worse than the first Heat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, everybody in Heat 1 finished, and the majority of the teams in Heat 2 didn't. It was 4 teams didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
But Heat 1, I felt like, well, one, I like seeing CT do well. You know, him and
That was
Adrian,
great.
they worked really well together.
Yep.
She was killing that puzzle. I like.
She killed that. She did end up being, and they did end up being in first place.
Yeah, I think we're going to see her on more seasons down the road. She's entertaining. She's good at interviews, and she's a competitor too. You know, she's winning
Yeah.
dailies. I like her.
She is wildly entertaining. Not wildly entertaining, but entertaining.
Yeah, she's funny, and she talks a little shit, which I like.
Yeah.
You know, always talk
Yeah.
that smack.
I mean, so anyway, second to their puzzle was Derek and Izzy, and they got an easy puzzle.
Yeah, it was easy. They were all easy, but they
Yeah.
didn't finish anywhere near the top.
No.
Or no,
They-
they did okay,
ended up-
right? They finished third, I think.
Right.
No, they ended up finishing fifth.
Fifth. No kidding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great for getting to an easy puzzle first, but you saw what
It's
it was
not gonna
Olivia and
puzzle.
Jeremy. They got to one right away. What'd you say?
No,
Yeah, they were-
Olivia and Jeremy ran almost all the way into the end,
Oh, that's right. They were on the move for a while.
and they were this is all just according to the editing. They were the next to last team to get to their puzzle, and they got to a hard puzzle, and
Right.
they ended up being second in their heat.
And they were Heat 2, right?
He won.
No,
Olivia
they
and
were
Jeremy.
Heat 1, yeah.
They were Heat 1.
Yeah, they were
But,
right on CT's tail.
Yeah, they were on that tail, but give it up to CT, man. Even
hustled
like
it.
with the extra poundage, he was hustling. He was telling
He
her to
wants
hurry
that
up.
money. He knows he's got
Yeah.
that win.
Bro, imagine CT in a hall brawl this season. Like he's got so much. He's just got so much. There's no getting through him or
I don't-
around him.
I don't think they could do that. They'd be putting somebody in danger with that. He was like a fucking locomotive coming at you. But that was a close finish. I like that the edit showed you that Olivia and Jeremy were right behind them. They turned the corner like while
Yeah.
Adrian and CT were still on the move.
Yeah.
Split
thought
second mistaken difference there.
Yeah.
Oh, because they went the wrong way.
And then Aviv and Justin finished last. Everybody else
They were
was
the
kind of
third
middle
to
of the
the
pack.
puzzle with the medium one.
Right now.
Medium puzzle.
So we move on to the second heat. We've got Theo and America, Bananas and Lekka, Michaela and Ben, Turbo Sydney, Kara and Cedric, Nani and Jake or Will, and Derek and D.
I don't understand how any of these teams besides like Bananas and Leak didn't
Like-
finish well.
Right.
How did you not finish that puzzle? Find and finish a puzzle with two of you in 45 minutes. Like it should
Right.
not have taken that long.
Listen,
Right.
all I know is I wouldn't have been able to do it. So.
No, but you
By
should have had a
myself,
partner.
Absolutely. Not like.
But you
Like
also
a
have
partner, but
Dyslexia. Like a person with dyslexia trying to do Sudoku that's a huge disadvantage.
Right.
I've never once accomplished it. I'd still be there.
Derek and D took the hard puzzle for third, and the first and second were easy puzzles.
Right.
And Bananas passed on the first puzzle he got to. Nobody else was there. He was like, this has got to be a hard one. Let's move on. A quick glimpse at that puzzle would have told you it was an easy one.
Right.
It
Like,
was an easy one.
Right.
and he ran by it. Every decision he made in this challenge screwed him because they were already at that puzzle. They could have started solving right there.
It's
That
almost
was an
like he
easier
wanted
puzzle.
to
They
go
might not.
home.
I mean, it's him. You never know. He might have had something else going on where he needed to leave. But
Like you keep
I don't know, is that
saying
ego?
to me. Every time we talk about it, you were like, every decision he made was wrong, and that's not very like he's a douche, but he's good at the game.
he is very good at the challenge. Yeah,
So you're saying
like
that was
he's
not
the
right,
all-time
right?
winner.
If they wanted him, if he really wanted to go home, they already got a good setup with this dude. All he has to do is tell them, like, give me something that you know that he's gonna take me out on.
Yeah, it's suspicious. He'll never own up to it though.
Oh hell no! But
So, Michaela and Ben here. Michaela had my favorite quote of the episode. What was it? Ben is actually a fantastic partner. He finds a way to be useful, and there's nothing like a useful man. Correct. That was
I
the
love
line.
beans. I love
Nothing but a useful.
He's
nothing
not
like a
wrong.
useful man.
They worked well together. She was nervous that he was going to mess up the puzzle, but once she saw like, oh, he actually knows what he's
Yeah.
doing. You take a piece, I'll take a piece. We'll meet in the middle. And one thing, and Derek Chavez did this in round 1 and then Bananas in round 2. They cleared their board. This is not the type of puzzle where you should clear your board. This is the type of puzzle where you can check your work. Like, just take it number by number. Like, check all the ones. Is there anything in there that doesn't make sense? If
Right.
there is, you got to remove them.
Right.
Like, that's when you remove. When you find out where the problems are, don't remove everything. You have a lot of right stuff on there.
Because you could have
Right.
all the 1s and all the 2s and all the 3s, but
And
that's where you
they
lose it.
they said if time elapsed, they would they would give points to those that had some of the puzzle correct. It wasn't like, and some people literally were not paying attention to how much time had elapsed, pulled all of their shit. Like Bananas, they pulled all of their stuff and then the time was over.
Yeah, they had
did
like
it
nothing on the
last
board
minute,
when
what
the
it seemed like.
Yep.
That's why they lost the tiebreaker for not finishing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
probably would not have finished last if they hadn't have done that. One of the
Wow.
other teams was
Correct. That's
got
what
to
I'm
that
saying.
puzzle after them.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
That's
saying.
a good
like,
point.
how did he not realize that much time didn't go by?
Unless he was that into
Right.
it.
45 minutes. I just feel like, come on, man.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess I don't really know
He's
how long it took him to run there.
But I just
think
feel
it
like
took
he's
at least-
too good at this game to not think about that.
But I think it took them at least 5 minutes to get to their puzzle.
Right.
So, of another team I thought of note, we had Theo and America teamed up. How is America, who is not an athlete, she's outrunning Theo?
Yeah, what?
Like,
the
he's
fuck
huffing and
is
puffing.
that?
And she's
Yo,
like, what the
huffing
hell?
and puffing.
Is he?
She noted that in her confessional.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, she picked him thinking like this is a good, like somebody who compliments me as a partner.
Right.
But here she is outperforming him. And I like Theo a lot, but I
He's
kind of
soft.
think, yeah, I think he, in previous seasons, he was relying on his athletic ability from coming off of doing sports. But now it's been a while.
He better kick up his
And-
game.
Yeah, I don't think he's training as much anymore, and it's starting to show.
Right.
But we had a race. They made it seem like a race here, but I don't know if it actually was because it wasn't close. But we had Michaela and Ben versus Turbo and Sydney for the first and second place race. Sean, do you have any stats on them?
Turbo and Sydney were the first of their puzzle with an easy puzzle, and Michaela, Ben were the next to last of their puzzle with an easy puzzle to finish first.
Yeah. It shows what good teamwork can do, right?
Yeah.
Trusting your partner when they show that they can be trusted. And Ben kept up with her in the run, too. Michaela's a beast.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to see more value to Ben. He's not a layup.
No.
Right.
He
I
might be
don't
one of the
think-
smaller guys there, but he's athletic and he's smart.
I feel like all the new people are pretty. I mean, everyone's pretty much proven themselves at this point in some way.
Especially by the end of this episode.
Yeah, 4 episodes in, and most of them have proven that they're here to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my favorite cast of rookies in a long, long time.
Mhm.
So even last week, like I was thinking, well, Gabe's in trouble. Like, they're gonna send him in. They sent him in. You know what I mean? But like, I didn't expect him to do what he did.
No, let's finish up this heat real quick. We only have 3 finishers. Derek, K, and D finish, and then everybody else
Timed out.
timed out.
45-minute timeout.
Including
And-
Cara, which was shocking to me because I figured she'd be good at that.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Isn't she
She's
good at
usually very good at
puzzles?
puzzles. Yeah.
That's what I.
I mean, she
thought.
has been, but
Maybe
Sudoku
this is
for
a
people that are
different
bad with
kind.
numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just because you're good at puzzle doesn't mean you're good at every type of puzzle. If you don't see it,
True.
like,
True,
and a
you
lot of
don't see
puzzles
it.
like that have, you know, Sudokus, sometimes there's just one move that triggers a bunch of other things that like unlock in the puzzle.
True.
But you need to figure out where that one move is. And if you can't find it, you'll be stalled.
Gotcha. That
And
was
Anissa, she-
yeah.
Okay, so the challenge is over. Ben and Michaela walk away with the win, edging out CT and Adrian. I kind of figured it was them with how quickly they ran through that.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, CT and the just this close. Team UK pats themselves on the back for getting Bananas in there, even though they didn't do shit. But you know,
True.
he's in there, and this is the first time in challenge history out of all of his umpteenth seasons that he has lost and gone into an elimination. That's pretty impressive that this is the first time it's happened to him.
Right.
but love to see it. Love to see him in an elimination. And unfortunately, Gabe here, it doesn't really matter who Michaela and Ben put up
Right.
because the whole house is going to vote for Gabe, and everybody seems to be locked in with that before the competition even happened. And I didn't understand it, so I watched some videos, and apparently Gabe had like a little relationship, well, not a relationship, but he was hooking up with Adrienne from UK, and they just didn't show anything. And I guess they got into a little bit of a fight right before the thing happened with Naya. Yeah, and she's tight with a lot of the rookie girls, so he pissed off all the vets with Naya and pissed off all the rookie girls with this girl, with Adrienne. So the whole house was kind of against him at this point. So when it ended up being him as the hangnail, literally everybody wanted to vote him in. So he didn't have a shot of not competing, but it didn't matter. So I felt like this was kind of almost a waste of social episode because everything Michaela was talking about with Ben, one, they both started being cagey with the other one and not giving out much information. So I didn't see a lot of trust there.
Yeah, it got weird out of nowhere.
Yeah. Especially with like how well they work together. Suddenly, like it was time to make a decision, and both of them were like, "Well, I don't want to spill my cards to this person."
That's the whole point, is to discuss and to make something that works for the both of you.
Yeah, but I guess she just got frustrated and was like, just pick whoever you want. It doesn't matter who it is. So I'm just not going to get any blood on my hands whatsoever. I'm not going to tell you a thing. You just do what you want to do.
Right.
And that's what he did. He took the safe route. He found the person that was the most well liked in the house. And Derek, as what did she put it? She said he's got a bunch of foolish women that are keeping him safe. That's what she said. Yeah, I didn't say that. Internet. She said that.
Just quoting.
I just laughed at it.
I think Derek actually mentioned that he had a whole house full of women that loved him or something. Anyway, they would never vote for him himself.
Yeah, which is true. Derek's got a really good social game. And he makes fast friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Every season he's been on.
He did make a quick enemy with Justin.
Yeah, that's what happens when you drink too much on the challenge.
Talking.
Yep. Don't drink too much on the challenge. I mean, it makes you maybe a little bit more entertaining, but you make mistakes like he made that night. He made a promise to somebody that wasn't in his alliance, and you shouldn't do that just because you have empathy for somebody. And some other stuff that wasn't shown here that Bananas talked about on a podcast with another ex-challenger, Zach Nichols. Apparently America cheated on her man and got wasted one night, and I don't know why they didn't show any of this. America was in a very popular showmance from Big Brother with Corey. They call them AmeriCorey. And they got together on Big Brother and have been together for at least, I think, a couple of years now.
Maybe they got an open thing.
That's what she get together with.
Bananas claims she tried to make out with CT. That's been disputed by some other people. She was being extra flirty with Leo, and he said no because she was too drunk. And then she ended up making out with Tay and D. And I was like, God bless America.
They could have showed that. Why didn't they show that?
That's what I said. They showed it in the trailer, America kissing D. I was like, how are you not going to put that in the episode? Unless they're saving it for next week or something. And they were like, let's just make this all about Bananas and hold that off. Well, I'm like, come on, hookup drama is part of the challenge.
Yeah.
And
drama.
But like Mitch said, they probably have something open. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's their life, and they're still together now, and I'm sure they've talked about it. So
right.
Yeah.
I love America. I love Corey. And America, when she's tipsy, she's a makeout hoe. It happens. We've all been there.
It's nice to make out when you're drunk. It really
as long as it's consensual, yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently she was a little bit wild, is what they were saying. I like America, so I don't give a fuck.
I couldn't say no.
I liked during the vote here, even though it was everybody voting for Gabe, CT started it off with teasing Olivia and being like, wait, are you sure this is what we want to do? When he was referring to how the house wants to vote. And then just checked with her real quick. But we had a unanimous vote for Gabe. And then on to what I thought was a pretty awesome elimination.
So cool.
Just the format of it I thought was dope.
I would have loved to have done that. I feel I would have definitely had Gabe energy with that, because that type of elimination is right up my alley.
Big
I'm
Gabe
all
energy.
Legs, I'm all brute force and oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, I would I would have killed to be in that elimination.
It's like,
Gabe
I'm
would
putting
have
this in my
pulled me.
backyard. Who wants to play?
Yeah, literally, I can do that. We can do that.
Gabe would have pulled my spine through that freaking hole.
Fink would win and be like, "Can we do best of 3?
Yeah.
But again, I love dragging this motherfucker.
It's like playing horseshoes out in this.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness, Mortal Kombat.
Basically, the
2000.
challenge itself is there's a wall dividing the two competitors, and one side is offense, the other side is defense. Defense just has 3 ropes in front of them and a log they can put their feet against. And when they see a rope move, they have to grab it, because that means on the offensive side that offensive player has clipped into that rope and is taking a tile from the wall down a path. Yeah, like just a straight line to a bucket, trash can looking thing, and
It's
they
like
have to deposit the token.
It's
like
reminiscent of like a track and field, like javelin field, kind of.
Yeah, like a sprint, like a quick
Yeah.
sprint race.
Yeah, but it's all dirt. It's like all dirt and sand, and it's a trudge.
But before the offensive player can grab the token and run, they have to clip into the rope and give the defensive player a chance to slow them down or stop them. The challenge starts off with Bananas playing offense, Gabe on defense, and I thought Bananas was doing a clever job switching between them. Like, he was trying to fake out Gabe. It's just whenever Gabe got him,
He got
Bananas, he got him, but then Bananas didn't like try to keep going. He would switch, right? He would switch to another one and try to like fake him out, but he wasn't gaining much ground doing it that way, in my opinion.
He was just wearing himself out. He was running himself around. I think
He wasn't quick
he
enough.
was going
He wasn't
to run
quick.
Gabe around, but Gabe was being he made those ropes work for him.
Yeah, exactly. And he positioned the ropes so they were easy for him to move between them. And I don't know, he just had Bananas' number, and I don't know how, but it's almost like he knew exactly where Bananas was going when he unclipped, because every time he walked right to the right rope. I will give Bananas credit. After he got the first 2 in, and at that last third one, they know which rope you're at. He powered through. Gabe is a big dude with a lot of arm strength and just a lot of, in general, mass.
Leg strength. Yeah.
Yeah. Holding on to the log there with his legs. That was probably very hard for Bananas to get through, but he finished in 11 minutes and 33 seconds.
Which is pretty good considering, like, with his strategy, like, that he had. Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Until round 2.
I mean,
then
like,
at
when you
least
see the next
okay.
round, you're like, oh, he was a little bitch.
Until you see Gabe get harnessed in.
Tell us what happened and made you think differently.
Freight train Gabe over here finishes in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That's
So what does
all
that 11 minutes look like?
It didn't look good at all. No,
It looked like a freight train.
The second token he got in, the speed from like the rope clipping in him and him running to that, it was insanely fast. Bananas didn't have a chance to even touch the rope.
No.
He was just gone.
And if he did, he probably would have lost a finger.
Right?
Yes,
They
on that
did
one
have
in
gloves,
particular.
right?
He was.
Yeah, they
he was-
had gloves. Yeah.
Yeah, they had gloves on. Otherwise you'd have terrible rope burn.
Oh my god. I don't think that Gabe even used the log that much. He was standing straight up in the sand a lot, pulling Bananas back. And I mean, but when he was on offense, that looked like somebody that's been through countless football drills.
Yeah, no contact.
Over and over again.
Yes.
No contact.
Exactly. That's what it was. This is somebody that's been trained to do this, right? How many of these sprint drills has he done before? Versus, Banana's clever. He's a challenger. He's good at he's a Renaissance man. He's good at a lot of different stuff, but like a master of none.
Right.
Sure.
Gabe, and this was Gabe's. You could not have asked for a better elimination. And really, to be fair, this is one of those eliminations that is unfair. Really, unless they're similar, like there's a similar size to them, to the two competitors, the bigger person's
that's not
gonna.
true, because they did let Johnny go first to do the tokens. So if Gabe was out of shape, that could have wore him out.
True.
But instead, he came out and did. I'm sorry. How much better?
I think Johnny was the one that was worn out, though.
Yeah.
Right. So that's not, no. I feel like it was the way they did it made it pretty fair. If he went first, that's a little different than,
But that was a random pick.
Okay, well he got. But
So of
in
course
Johnny's, then I
Bananas
would
got
say
lucky
it
there.
would be. Then I would say it would be more unfair because But he could have been a little bit out of breath, but he did not seem out of breath at all.
No, I mean, Gabe looks like he is a professional athlete, right? He was a professional
Right.
football player. He was a professional wrestler. This guy is in very good shape, and his speed was impressive for a guy of his size. So good for him, man. 2 minutes flat. That he made that look easy.
Yeah.
I think Bananas would have edged out someone like Ben or Cedric going against him, like himself,
He would
by
have had a
about
good time against anybody.
a minute and a half. But like he got beat by almost 9 minutes. Huge
That was
difference.
wild.
I was
Like
jumping up for joy.
It was
I
9
so
minutes. He
happy.
got beat by over 9 minutes.
Yeah, 9 minutes and like 20-some seconds.
He beat that
like,
banana
what
up.
what an eclipsing. Like it's like somebody running the first marathon for the Guinness Book of World Records and doing it in like 7 minutes. It'd be like, look how great I am. Yeah. And then the next dude that comes along is like, I'm gonna nail this in like 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
The last rope, though, is where we got to see like the brute force of Gabe.
The beast.
Because
Mhm.
Bananas knew where he was going that time, and he had
Yeah,
time to grab the
yeah.
rope. But that did not slow Gabe down. He was power stepping his way to the finish,
Oh my god.
much like CT did with the banana backpack.
Which
I
was
loved
crazy.
that confessional.
Yeah.
I would have had second
seen this
thoughts
somewhere
about
before.
grabbing the rope for a second time.
Say that again,
Again.
Sean?
What?
I would have had second thoughts about grabbing the rope after I grabbed the rope the first time to defend him, Gabe. Like
You would have
the
quit?
first time he unclipped against me.
He would have quit. He would have been like, all right, nah, I'm not even beat.
I can't stop this dude. There's no stopping this
You can't
thing.
quit.
You got gloves on. No, you grab that rope. You got gloves on. You have no excuse.
TJ would be mad as
Well,
hell
that's
at
why
you.
Yeah, I'd be
said
mad
that-
as hell.
That's why Sean
No
said
quitting,
that he
man.
would pull him through the fucking tiny hole through the rope. Like,
He would pull
Belly
me back
first.
through the hole.
belly
Like
first.
that's how.
Well,
As soon as I started running away, he would just yank me back so hard. My 145-pound frame.
they
Just
would have timed
smash.
it out.
Smashed through the wall with like a silhouette like the Roadrunner.
Yeah, yeah.
Banana said in his confessional, all I could do was slow him down. I'm like, you didn't slow down nothing.
No,
You
no.
you were like a fly
Yeah.
to this guy. You were just a mild
Minor
annoyance.
inconvenience.
right. Like,
So bravo, Gabe. You're 1-0 in your challenge record.
good
You're a
for
rookie,
you.
but you've won one.
And because of that performance, I don't think anybody wants to go at him again.
little
This
bit.
quickly.
Yeah, but
they
a vet male wants to put him against Jeremy or somebody like
they want to see who can take out Jeremy. That's yeah.
now.
Exactly.
Now they think, oh, Gabe might be able to, and who can take out Gabe? Jeremy. Those. If I was a vet guy here, that would be my thought process. Is hey, let's put in these two monsters against each other, so we only have to face one of them in the final.
Right.
Because
I kind of
Yeah,
think
right.
that the game makers and the producers of the show don't care. Like they've set the challenges in advance for this is my thought. That they set the challenges in advance week to week, and they don't care if it's going to be fair based on the matchups. Like, they don't care. Like, fairness is not the point.
it's true. It's anybody's game. Sometimes it seems a little too convenient because they
I
do
don't
all
know,
have
a
all
little
these
bit.
challenges planned out ahead of time, so it would not take too much effort to switch one elimination to another. So, as a producer who's making a TV show, as viewers, we'd be foolish to think that they're not trying to keep the players that give them the best ratings.
Oh, 100%.
Mm.
And they'll never admit to it because, it cheapens the game. But I feel the same way about Survivor. I feel the same way about Big Brother. There are things we don't see that affect the game for sure.
There's a a program about that.
Oh, that's right. There's a show on Netflix about it. What's that called again?
Unreal.
Unreal.
It was wild.
Shout out Netflix.
Hashtag
Then we
not
had some
sponsor yet.
new teams. I like
What'd you say?
I like that they're doing new teams at the end of the episode instead of the beginning of the episode now. I like it better in that format.
Yeah.
Because then we can view okay, what do we got? Who do we got coming up next week? Gives you a
Yeah.
little anticipation for what to expect with who's against who. And here we have our first outside of the norm pair with a rookie because there are more
Yeah.
rookies than vets at this point. And it's Gabe and Lekka, both new threats. And how is this Leo kid talking so much smack? For somebody who hasn't done anything, he is talking hella shit on the bets. Maybe he's just the only one of them that's giving good confessional out of the new threats, but I just don't know where this... He keeps talking all the smack and then not doing anything.
I think you're right.
He's like that dude on Survivor. I gotta make a move soon.
Are you sure? I'm gonna make a move. Next week's gonna be my week.
Yep.
Next week I'm gonna make a move.
Mitch.
Mitch is still waiting to make a move.
Yeah.
Mitch
Him and
from
that guy
season-
hang out.
It might be this week.
Yep.
Mitch from Survivor last season is still thinking if it's time to make a move or not.
Well, next week, we're not sure. It could be a guy's elimination or a girl's elimination.
Right.
We will find out. But one thing we know for sure is there will be no bananas.
No fucking bananas.
No banana.
Bananas.
So feel free to drop us a like or subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time on the Trust No One podcast.
Trust no one.
Trust no one.